Hey guys, hope everyone's well. It's your boy MKS again. I know I've just uploaded a video not long ago to Serie A Daily, and I have these strange habits when I write about wanting to write in every possible combination. If that makes, I don't know if that makes sense. I know I'm a bit crazy, but well, just a bit, yeah. But anyway, so like I said, Serie A Daily, and I thought I'd make daily Serie A as well. I was thinking, I forgot to say in my last video, but I'm not having much luck with technology today. When I go to the library, my local library has a problem with the local area. There's something wrong with the system, and when you're in the middle of typing something, it logs you out, and that's quite annoying when you write something. Especially for me, I like to write things a certain way, and sometimes I just lose like a line of writing, and I get really annoyed. So I was quite frustrated with that. Like it just logged me out randomly, and then some of the PCs are working, and then some aren't, and then some of them are really slow. So anyhow. I was going to say I've not been doing having the best luck with computers, if you like, at the moment. But yeah, anyway, I thought I know I kind of don't have a huge amount to say. I haven't done a huge amount of research, to be honest, about the contents I want to cover, like the Italian football and stuff like that. But I am hoping that I thought I'd go through in this video my plans for. Future videos, like sort of finding out about top scorer in Serie A and facts and figures like who's top of the league. I think at the moment Inter Milan are top of the league, and Juventus look like because they're normally the top dogs of the last few years. They've won like 8 leagues in a row, but they've been struggling a little bit. But I also want to perhaps cover like Serie A teams in the Champions League and the Europa League and things like that in Europe, and find out some. More info. I mean, I know there's lots of info anyway online, obviously, as Google has the answer to most things, I suppose. But you can find out lots of information about the record of Serie A clubs and things like that. So I know there is already a lot of info out there, and but yeah, to be honest, on my quirky way of thinking, I'm thinking that if I make videos about Serie A, hopefully, and I've talked about this before, but maybe I'm being naive here, as I said. But as I said before, but I'm thinking that if I Google Serie A or talk about Serie A or on YouTube and things like that, and make videos about Serie A, then maybe it will be more trend. It will trend more, and therefore sponsors and marketers and people like that will want to invest in Serie A. So I'm hoping it will help the clubs, but. With regards to the national team, I suppose you could say sometimes when a club gets lots of money, they buy overseas players. They buy players from overseas. So they can buy good players from Germany and Argentina and Brazil and places like that. But it might not necessarily benefit the national league. Like for instance, the English Premier League is probably the top league in the world, or one of them. And the national team doesn't always perform as well because a lot of that is like buying overseas players or. It's more about the money that's involved in the game rather than actually a lot of the players are from overseas. So it's with the national team. I'm hoping Serie A will invest more in the youth facilities, like say football pitches, training materials, and things like that which will help the youth development. And I've talked about that I know in a few videos. So apologies if I'm repeating myself, but for those who might not have seen those videos. Or just to reiterate, some of those points. I think I'm hoping to encourage Serie A clubs somehow to invest in facilities for younger players rather than just buying overseas players. I know they can still buy overseas players, but to also invest in younger players because then you don't have to buy as many. Players from overseas, which would help the national team, but it also help them in the long run in terms of saving money, and also they can sell those players on perhaps. So I think there's a value in investing in younger local players rather than just buying players from overseas. You can have a bit of both, but I think also developing young players is really important. I think hopefully some Italian clubs are starting to do that a bit more, like Atalanta and Juventus. But I hope all the Italian teams will start to do that. Excuse me. That's right. And I saw some videos about Roma. AS Roma was kind of was playing football with some of the migrants, and I think it'll probably benefit clubs like Roma if they also support migrants in terms of helping them to get into football. So some of the migrants coming over to Italy can become top players for once they become Italian nationals, they can still play for the national team as well, which I think the main thing I want for Italy is to win most games, I suppose. But anyway, I know that I was saying Serie A, so I want to focus more on the league. But yeah, I'm hoping to find information about Serie A, but especially Serie A clubs in international competitions like in Europe and things like that, hoping to help them to become stronger in those sort of competitions, all being well somehow. I'd love to hear different people's ideas as well, especially Italian football fans of Serie A and all that, about what they think of these, what they think about the ideas I have, but also like what sort of ways, like there could be a think tank for Italian football where it says which looks at what sort of ways Italian football can improve in the international competitions and in Europe and all that, especially, but even in the World Club Cup and things like that. I'd love to see Italian teams do better, like AC Milan, Inter Milan, Juventus, or all the Italian teams really. But yeah, I'm thinking of making videos like that, like about being the guy who supports all the Italian teams. Like I love Latin teams generally, but especially Italian teams. Yeah, I'm sort of running out of things to say. I wanted to make the video a bit longer, but anyway, I'd love to know what you. I think I'm going to call the video. What do you call it? I think I'm going to wrap this video up. So I'm trying to think of the words to say. So I hope this wasn't too bad, as I often say, and I'd love to hear your opinions. I say, especially football fans. Peace and love.